Hey guys, it's Nate, aka TheFutAccountant. Welcome back to the channel. The leaks are in early this week of FC26. It's only Wednesday, and we have the entire promo team leaked for what is coming next. But that's the surprise. It's not the promo we were expecting. Usually, when we see Team 1 mentioned inside of the game, like EA say here for UEFA Primetime Team 1, that means that there's a Team 2 following after. However, that does not seem to be the case this time around. Did EA just give up on the primetime promo? That's the question that I'm starting to wonder. And do they want to juice the content back up or maybe start to drain our clubs before Black Friday? We're going to talk about that today and look at the leaked team and what this next promo is about. Plus, we have a new party bag SBC that we're expecting to see today, and it includes the Ultimate Scream cards in it. There's a lot to discuss, guys, and of course, we're going to talk about the market. If you're excited for the video, drop a thumbs up on it, hype the video, and subscribe if you're new. Let's, of course, start today by going back over yesterday's Tuesday content, which began with the new primetime tournament opening up, right? This is the tournament that you qualify for by completing the primetime league objective, which is what I just finished up a little bit ago. Now I can play in the tournament. You get Allison, the Brazil left winger, is the group reward. The rest of the rewards in here are solid. You've got a Cornerstones Evo, which is actually kind of nice for the chemistry boost that this gives. You got a press proven Evo. You got a couple of decent packs, even a primetime Sorensen there, and a Poacher plus Evo to apply to a max 86 striker. And then, of course, the best packs are at the bottom here for winning. This is not a kind of split up objective like the Gauntlet is. This is a win and play and score and assist type of objective where to complete this whole thing, you do have to win the UEFA Primetime Tournament, which means win 4 games in a row in this tournament mode. Now, it's basically unlimited attempts because this tournament is only out for 3 more days, basically until Friday, and it refreshes every day. You got 30 entries in this tournament every single day, so technically not unlimited, but it feels like it is. Of course, it's a 4-round tournament, so if you lose in the first round, you're restarting again. If you win in the first but lose in the second round, you're going to go back to the beginning, and that's kind of how this progress can kind of keep you stuck, if you will. It's a bit more competitive because there are wins involved with completing that overall objective, but you know, it's something interesting to play. I'm gonna try to think this week, do I need to prioritize this over Rivals, because there are some okay rewards in there, and I think I want to get Gauntlet done first before Rivals. But at the same time, like, Rivals does give us some decent packs. That's the thing right now. There's so many different gameplay modes. The tournament here, the league, which qualifies you for this tournament, once again, as we mentioned, you got Gauntlet going on right now. You got Rivals. You got squad battles that we need to play. And with the new AI there, that's crazy. There's just a lot of places. So I would say we can't all get it all done. Pick the mode that you enjoy the most. Maybe it is the tournaments. Maybe it's the gauntlets. I'm definitely playing gauntlets next because this is one of my favorite, if not my favorite, overall game mode in this game. But there's just so much that there's to do, and there's decent rewards everywhere. Some a little bit better than others in certain places. You kind of have to just pick what you want to go after. Now, of course, yesterday was a new patch as well, which got a lot of people talking about the gameplay. Hey, the biggest W's about the patch, in my opinion, are first, the SP actually showing what level you're at, although I do believe it's glitched if you're above 10,000 SP. That's finally super nice to see your actual standing in the Season Pass level. And then, of course, some of the face shot images on these gold cards. What is this upgrade for Ibanez? This is a crazy change for his face shot, his image on the card. That guy's hair grows really fast, but actually it's not that case because this is his old dynamic pic or his old face picture, I think, from when he was at Roma in the Serie A. So this is a very old card picture, and now he's got a new and updated one. That one's crazy. There's some other fun ones out there that people have been finding with that there. Now, one problem that actually came up yesterday with the new patch is that when you're trying to use a squad feature called multi-swap. If you're trying to like swap players in and out of your squad with the start button, I don't want to push it just in case it like bricks my game, but it can actually like brick your game and you have to close app. So if you're running into that issue, it's annoying, but until they fix it, probably the easiest thing to do would be build your squads on the companion app or the web app before going into a game. But still, that is super duper annoying. So that's the whole tournament that's going on right now. Again, so many places to play gameplay right now. It's a little bit overwhelming, for being honest. We did have an Evo yesterday, and I think this Evo is a decent one, except for the max overall rating requirement here. Ironclad Instincts, repeatable 3 times, max 79. Why is this so low? It gives just some stat boost with some decent stat limits there, up to 84 aggression, 86 stamina, and 84 strength, with the Enforcer playstyle up to 6, but it doesn't boost your overall. I guess I don't understand why this is such a low overall Evo. Why couldn't this be like 83 or 84? I think it would be a lot more useful for all of us if it allowed higher ratings in it. Actually, since there's no icon restrictions here in the requirements, you can use Charlton, you can use Pele. Maybe it's most usable on a card like Beckenbauer as a CDM type of player. It does give the Enforcer playstyle. And the reason you can use those silver icons in this is because it doesn't change your card type. So they go in as silver icons and they come out as silver icons, but they get a bit of a stat boost and they get the playstyle added there. So not a crazy Evo. We wish it was higher rated, but that was there yesterday as a part of content. And then we go to the SBCs, where we had a kind of good upgrade pack. I want to talk about this because right away at content yesterday, when we saw the 83 plus times 3 upgrade released, we were like, oh no, it's 2 squads. This is not good. First of all, this gives us a place to put our unneeded gold commons like we talked about that we have plenty of. I don't love this SBC, but it's not actually that bad. We're going to get to that in a second. You need 1 squad of gold commons, and then you need an 82 rated squad. The reason this 83 by 3 pack isn't that bad is because you get 2 tradable packs from the individual SBC segments along with the 83 by 3, a small Electrum players pack and a small gold players pack. So yeah, you're turning in 22 players to get an 83 by 3, but the 2 tradable packs actually make it worth it. And this refreshes, I believe, every single day. Yeah, it's going to refresh today as well. So that's really cool that we have a daily refreshing upgrade pack, not one that's actually we're waiting on a couple more days to do. So that is that. You see the icon pack has been completed here. I opened it yesterday and I got Suker. That was kind of my upgrade SBC grind for the week. That was the card that was the SBC I was chasing after. We got Suker. We're going to try out the Game Changer Plus on his left foot here very soon. Actually, I had some kind of cracked packs yesterday with rewards. Had one of my best pack pulls of the year. I packed a Esteval tradable from the first squad of that icon pack. That wasn't even from Foot Champs rewards, but the first 87 squad of that icon pack, we packed Esteval, so 180,000 coins, boom, straight into the club from that. Just had to mention that since we were talking about it. Not a flex, but I hope you guys pack some primetime cards still before they go out of packs. Let's talk about the other SBC we had yesterday, the UEFA Primetime Duo pick. And one of these players, Yeremy Pino, has pretty crazy play styles. 91 pace, 86 pass and dribble, 84 shooting, 63 physical. You know, the price of this SBC is not the best. It's about 75,000 coins, but what have we been saying? The live cards, potential to upgrade, usually EA price them a little bit higher because there's that FOMO there, right? There's that potential upgrade for the future and maybe even Evos for this card. This could be a sneaky card for Evolutions. He does need a skill move boost, but he's got quick step, rapid press, proven tech, inventive, and incisive, and he can play on the left and right and center attack in mid positions. That is a solid card. He's explosive on every chem style. He's got some good stats. So if you're looking for a cheaper-ish SBC to do in the next week while this is out, that is not a terrible card at all because of the playstyles that he has. Now, a couple last things to mention before we get into the leaks, guys, is today on Wednesday, we have these 99 rated Scream stats going away because it's 1 week, and that was the temporary boost for these cards, a 1 week boost with the 99 stats, and then they're going to go away. So Dybala is going to go back to 83 pace. Our Benzema with 99 pace is going to go back to whatever he had, 80 or 81, and all your other 99 stat players are going to be reverted back to their original stat in whichever one got boosted up. So this makes me want to stay away from some of these cards. However, they're still going to have a little bit of demand. I just wouldn't be surprised if they did dip a little bit from whatever gameplay demand some people still have for these cards. They've, of course, crashed in price majorly. I would expect to see a bit of a dip, but I'd be curious to see where these cards move afterwards because they're just going to become regular out-of-pack special cards. I wouldn't be surprised if some of them actually did go up a little bit. Not like crazy, but there's going to be way less pressure on these cards and way less of the remembrance of the overinvestment that happened last week and all that craziness that was literally 1 week ago when these cards got their 99 stats. So these cards still do have some value, of course, because they all have roll pluses in each of their roles. That is, I just got kicked off the game, but that is a part of these upgrades that is going to continue. The roll pluses stay with the cards. We'll be waiting until the first week of December for the roll pluses and another 99 stat to be added. I think it's another random 99 stat. Could be the same one. could be a different one. Now, last thing to mention is live cards, because we're going to do a little bit of a live card update each week as we move through the week, as these players from the primetime promo from the different competitions progress towards their upgrades. And yesterday, there was a card that almost got upgraded. Guys, Laura Georges with the Women's Olympic Lyon team, they scored 3 goals. And as you see here, for the upgrades for the heroes, if the club scores 4 goals in any of the remaining 4 matches in the Champions League or whatever competition, they get a +1 roll, plus, and 2 playstyles added to the card. They scored 3. She was very, very close to getting that. Now, not as good of an opportunity for upgrades here for Alba Redondo, because she's the SBC for the Women's Madrid team. She did not score. She got subbed off. She did play, but they did not win, and they did not score any goals. So it's not looking great for her right now. I know some people were waiting to see how she played to see if they would want to do the SBC, but right now it's not looking that great for her. Now, let's talk about the market a little bit just to kind of summarize things. I was hoping that yesterday would be a decent day after Foot Champs, but it really was not. It was a weird day yesterday. We saw a lot of player prices crashing, especially on the top tier. Like this Ousmane Dembele went from 900 down to 817, but now he's back up to 890, 880,000 coins. It was just a weird day on the market. There were some opportunity for some trades, but as we saw on the market, there were definitely some dips, especially on the top tier. And this could have been due to the pro players and a lot of those Division 4 and above players that were playing in the pro ladder, selling off cards from their meta teams as the pro ladder was ending. So there were these weird number of hours of like crazy price drops and then some rebounds. But if you look at the overall market in general, player prices aren't doing that great. Like yesterday was a day where I was hoping to see even some of these UEFA primetime cards rise up in value. Some of them did. Højlund went from 55,000 to 65,000 coins. Militao's up close to 900. So like, yeah, sure, there were a few cards that went up. Bonnie actually had a really good rise on his card, but Nemanja, he didn't really move at all. Anthony Gordon's still right around 300,000 coins. I have picked up a couple of these cards just to try to do some quick flip trades on today, but I think that they're actually going to dip a little bit after the content drop with the pack that is coming out today, with the campaign mix pack, the party bag as we call it. But these are live cards. So I've been saying this week that I don't love the investment of these cards for like an out of packs hold, and I don't still love that, especially with the promo that we have upcoming. But these are live cards, so to an extent, they're going to be worth watching, and they could still be good to trade with because they are more rare, it seems, on the market. When you take a look at their supply, there's not a whole lot there. So I'm not super gung-ho on investing in these and holding on to them, just because of before they are all going to be getting upgrades, there's going to be a big events like Black Friday yet to come that could impact their prices. But still, they're live cards that are in packs, and there's probably some people that are going to be investing. Maybe I'm just scared after last week's Scream debacle for those live cards. But we will have to see. So if there's a card from this team that you would just want in your squad and you want to go pick up Javi Simons and just put him in your team, like go ahead and do that if you would like to. I would not expect this card to like go up a ton though. I've picked up a couple of Javi Simons today just for some quick flips. I'm hoping it goes to like 80K, especially this one, the Chem style, just for a couple thousand coins of profit per card. And I do think people want to use these, but I'm not expecting really big rises. I'm just trading at this moment in time, and that's how I feel for the rest of the market. Trying to be careful with it as well. Now, one of the reasons that I want to be careful with it is because of the leaks for what's coming next. And it's not UEFA Primetime Team 2. As I mentioned, we saw Team 1 in all of the branding for this promo. Right here you see UEFA Primetime Team 1. It says here on the little mini screen, UEFA Primetime Team 1 players are in packs for a certain number of days. We always think when we see Team 1 that there is going to be a Team 2. Now, there's been a few times across this game's history that has happened where we've seen Team 1 and there's not actually a Team 2. But it looks like there's not a Team 2 this time around. Looks like that's the case because of what was leaked yesterday. We saw the card design leaked very early yesterday. This is the Restart. This is the Festival of Football Captain's promo, named after the Captain's promo in FIFA 22. If you guys remember these cards, that was the first time I ever believe we saw Captain's promo in the game, and it's coming back. It's interesting, though, that this promo is called Festival of football, because Festival of Football, as I remember it, is something that runs during either the Euros or the World Cup in previous years. Remember in FIFA 18, we had the Festival of Football cards. In FIFA 2021, we had for the Euros, we had the Festival of Football Path to Glory players. Again, that just sounds like it's related to a big event like the World Cup or the Euros. And this is related to international duty, because this week, as we're going to read through the leaks, of course, there are international games going on, and some of these players that are in this promo team are captains from their national squads. This is really interesting to me. I wonder, just looking way far ahead in the future, if this promo is going to have some sort of significance to the World Cup. Is there going to be any sort of tie-in? Are we starting a Festival of Football promo this weekend that is somehow going to tie into the Festival of Football that will happen in the spring when the World Cup starts? Now, this is the captain's promo that we had way back when in FIFA 22. It wasn't really like that memorable of a promo, if I'm being honest. I think I remember trading with some of these cards here, but I don't remember packing any. I don't remember any super crazy SBCs. That Lacazette, and there was a Payet in here. It was pretty interesting, but they were not like super mad cards or anything like that. There was also a Team 1. That was Team 2 of the promo. Team 1 of the promo had Di Natale, had a Milito, and an Insigne card, had a Marco Reus and a Clint Dempsey. And I mean, there were some good cards in here, but I don't remember it being like super duper crazy. But with the cards that are coming out in this team, there are a lot of big names. Like, that's what I want to look at with these leaks. Festival of Football Captains promo is coming this Friday. FIFA Trading Romania confirms it. This Friday, we're getting 60 plus special cards in packs. Sounds a lot like what we had for UEFA Primetime Team 1, which we do the math now and we see, okay, it's 60 plus special cards with the promo team and the Team of the Weekend packs at the same time. However, he says this is focused mainly on veteran captains. Expect special content themed around this period with national team showdowns, captain-focused icon matchday player picks, and more. Which captains would you like to see in the promo? And both of these two guys are in it. Well, we've got the full team leak. This is from Foot Sheriff a couple hours after content yesterday. We got the whole thing. These are some big name players. Let's be honest. Some of them have already had promo cards this year, though, which I don't necessarily love. But it's going to be interesting to see what this promo is about and how they're boosted. These are not official stats, just the names that are in. Kylian Mbappe, 2 Player of the Month later, he's getting a promo card here. It's going to be 93. It's going to be 92. We'll have to see. Harry Kane, he said a Player of the Month as well. He's getting a promo card. Virgil van Dijk, first promo for him. We've got Donnarumma. We've got Lewandowski. Like, right there, those are some big name players in this promo. Payet, Cristiano Ronaldo has already got a promo card this year. He's coming back for round 2. Irene Paredes, Marquinhos, one of the most OP center backs in the game, especially on a budget for like 20,000 coins, 18K. That's a great card. Soboslai just had a ratings reload. He's getting another promo card. Bernardo Silva, Hegerberg, Odegaard, Heaps, Williamson, Marta. I'm pretty sure Marta's got a card in the season pass. Is that right? I mean, we're not there at that level yet, but pretty sure she does. Tchouaméni. I don't know why Tchouaméni is in here. We have Mbappe in here for France, and we have Tchouaméni as well. Okay. We've got Morata. We've got Robertson, Casemiro, Otamendi, Højbjerg, Henderson, and Stancho. I guess we do have a couple of different players from the same nation. Bernardo Silva and Ronaldo, Henderson and Harry Kane. Those are 2 Spanish players. I mean, there's Irene Paredes for the women's Spain team. But we do have Morata for the men's. And Casemiro, like Otamendi as well. There are some interesting cards that could be released in this promo. And again, I say big name players that are pretty good in games. Tchouaméni, people have been wanting to Evo him. He's a starter card that a lot of people have used. Maybe you're even using him right now in the tournament that's going on with the max 84 rated squad requirements. Casemiro needs about plus 50 pace in this card. Same thing with Otamendi and Højbjerg. But like, those are going to be the cards that could be interesting through this promo. So it's very like early days, early doors, preliminary leaks that we have here. But they're putting in some pretty big names. And, you know, it kind of, you get the vibe of what this promo is. It's all the captains, and it is national team based. As you can see here, like, there's a couple different Liverpool players, but it's because they're just all captains for their national teams. Same thing with Barca women's players, Irene Paredes and Payet, both captains. Stuff like that. We're going to see some overlap with the clubs here, and it's a lot of big clubs, let's be completely honest. You know, a lot of big clubs, like top clubs. So it feels like it's a bit of a promo to sell packs. Let's be completely honest. It does feel a little bit like that, especially with Ronaldo getting in with another promo, Soboslai getting in with another promo. So you don't necessarily love that. And those, I'm sure the pack weight's not going to be great for those, but it makes me really, really intrigued to know who is the player SBC going to be. And I guess for you as well, thinking about the packs that you have right now, like I have right here, just from some of the objectives. Personally, I like the UCL cards. Like I'm chasing that Javi Simons, and we get a walkout here as we open up one random pack, but I'm chasing that Javi Simons promo card. So this doesn't really feel like, to me, I need to save packs for this promo. But, you know, that's a question that we're all going to have to answer for ourselves, is what players that are you seeing in packs motivate you the most for where you're at. There we go. Like, I mean, this is probably not going to be that great of a pull. Who is this? Center mid, Syria, Italian. Wait, is this Endure again? Is he? This would be the third. It's the third time I've packed this guy, man. I literally have packed him 3 times. Crazy. But you know what? We'll take him as 86 rated fodder. Personally, like I mentioned, I am most interested in some of the UCL cards here at the moment. We'll have plenty of packs next week for this Festival Football FUT Captains, which is why I'm opening these at the moment. We're on a roll. Oh my gosh. Striker. Is this an inform? French. I think that's the 86 rated inform striker from this Team of the Week. Laurent. Speaking of Team of the Weeks, we have a new one coming today. Yeah, Laurent 86 rated. Wow, that was sick. Okay, we are on a roll. We cannot stop opening packs right now. We'll get back to the news and the leaks in just 1 second. 83 times 2. Hook me up. Oh my goodness, what is happening? My luck has been crazy these last 2 days. Center mid Brazil. Bruno Guimaraes. Wow. Go until we don't get a walkout, I guess. That's when we'll stop. Mikel Merino and Bruno. Okay, one more for the boys. I'm going to need this fodder as well for this new party bag coming today. All right, there it is. It stops there. No walkout in that last pack. Anyways, that's a long-winded discussion about the Festival Football Captains. There's going to be more leaks for sure. I'm super intrigued to know who is the SBC, and I'm really curious to know if a lot of these cards are going to have playstyle pluses, or if it's going to be a mix like we've had during Prime Time and even the last couple of promos, even of Ultimate Scream, where some cards got playstyle pluses and others didn't. So watch out for more leaks for this, because I'm sure there's going to be more news to come. Now let's talk about the party bag and the new icon pack that's about to come out. Now the icon pack, I do not believe is going to be today, guys. I know that we had, I think, the first icon pack released on a Wednesday a number of weeks back. But if you take a look in game right now, the max 88 base icon upgrade is expiring on Sunday. And I believe that this 89 icon pack is going to be replacing it on Sunday. Then I'd be surprised if we had 2 icon packs out at the same time. It could be possible, but I'd be very surprised if that were the case. Max 89, that does add in some new icons. I do believe it adds in Jairzinho, Eto'o, Marcelo. There's a whole bunch of players, actually, that are 89 rated icons that will be added into this. And, of course, the question, just like we asked a couple days ago with the hero pack that we had released, will EA change the requirements, or will they keep it the same? And with the hero pack, they kept it the same. Going from a max 88 hero to an uncapped, it was still just the 85 and 86. Going from the max 87 to the max 88 base icon last time around, the requirements were the exact same, 85, 86, 87. This one adding in the 89s, will it change? That is a great question. We do not know. What I would tell you to do if you want to invest in fodder is just prepare in the same ways that it was before. Like, I would prepare the same way with 86, 87s, and 88 rated as the investment. They are up, though. I mean, take a look at all of these 88s. They're all now 15,000 coins. These were all 14K yesterday. If you take a look at the graph, the leak for the pack code came out, and they just kind of slowly started to rise into the day. Today, 87s were 10,000 flat. Now they're at 10,750, maybe 11,000 coins as well. 89s were 21. Now they're approaching 23. So I still think you can get in on fodder, but I think you want to try to focus on getting on the bids between today on Wednesday and probably Saturday. You've got a little bit of a window here. If fodder does dip at all, maybe on the weekend with supply, I think you can get involved. But again, if you don't want to wait too long, if the leaked SBCs for this promo start to look really good, that can make some of the fodder move back up in value as well. Now, that was the first pack code dropped yesterday that was interesting. Here's the one that impacts us today, we believe. The 84 plus campaign mix, which, as you see there, not only includes cornerstones and ratings reload like the campaign mix pack we have right now, but it includes ultimate Scream players. Are the requirements for this going to change because it's including the Ultimate Scream cards? That's a question I would like to know as well. Currently, this is one team of the week in an 83 rated squad, and it's the party bag. It's the campaign mix pack that we enjoy doing because it's fun and because it's cheap, right? An 83 squad with an uniform, that's pretty easy to go ahead and get done. Now, with the Scream players being involved in this, you got a decent number of players that aren't super expensive, but there are cards that if you pack, you're maybe not the most upset about because you can hold on to them until they get their next Scream upgrade for a 99 stat, whether it's Pulisic, whether it's Cuadrado, Griezmann. Of course, you got Team 1 with players like Rafael Leao and Vinny and Bumo, Debinha, and Karchawi. So this is going to be an SBC a lot of people want to do today, myself included. I didn't do the last one that's expiring today just because I want to wait for the new one. Probably the most popular investment for this is Team of the Weeks. And as we were talking about investing in all fodder, including Team of the Weeks earlier on in this last weekend, if you're invested, you're looking pretty good because Team of the Weeks yesterday were 12,000 coins, at least under 13K. And right now they are insta selling at about 13.5 and even starting to sell a little bit at 13.7, which in my opinion, if they drop a campaign mix pack today, Team of the Weeks could go over 14,000 coins. I'm not saying this as an investment, really. I'm saying this if you got in. I think today would be a great day to be listing up your Team of the Weeks. Again, all new Team of the Week cards are 83 rated and above. So like I picked up a Zambo and Gisa here for 12,750. I'm probably going to lazy list this today for like 15K or maybe 14,750 just to collect a little bit of profit on this sale. I haven't informed my club, but like that's what you can do with your informs today. List them about 30 minutes before content so that when everybody's logging on and doing this SBC, your Team of the Week cards will be expiring and you'll have the potential to get a lazy sale, even a better chance of getting a lazy sale before the content drop or right after the content drop would happen today. So that's what we're expecting today. A new party bag, a new campaign mix pack. Best of luck opening those. We'll be opening it today on the stream. It's always a fun one to do, even though they're usually terrible. I packed Bunny Shaw, which is a 90 rated card from Ratings Reload, and one of my last of those packs, so not super terrible. But also today on Wednesday, what are we expecting? Well, we've got player SBCs galore that we're going to be looking out for. We still have not got the Davinson Sanchez. We still have not got his card there. We still have not got the Marcus Leonardo, and there's a couple of other players down here. Actually, it might just be Leonardo and Davinson that we have not got yet. I think we've got all the rest of these cards from this leaked list here, just those last two to go, of course, for today on Wednesday and then Thursday for the last 2 days of primetime Team 1, which we'll see if there is a Team 2 later on maybe, or if it's just going to be this Team 1. The other thing for today is a brand new Team of the Week, which this Team of the Week looks really good, guys. We got Lionel Messi, Vitinha, and Doku with Finesse Plus in this Team of the Week. That is a really crazy card for Doku. That's going to be a card down the line a lot of people will want to get their hands on for evolutions. He's got Finesse Plus with 90 dribble and 94 pace, and he's only 84 overall. Like, that has a lot of potential there. Even this Ceballos card, actually, from Boca Juniors, if you did Cavani, 93 pace, 86 dribbling as a cam, that could fit some evolutions, and that card could cook. So this is the official stats Team of the Week that we're getting today. I mean, it does look okay with the Doku, with the Vitinha, and the Messi. A lot of the rest of this team doesn't look amazing, but between those three cards there and maybe a Berardi who looks solid, Bull isn't looking too bad either, and even Shaw, the American, with some pace, it's a better Team of the Week, in my opinion, than what we have currently right now, but it's not anything super duper crazy. That's probably all the content that we're getting today. We could be looking at another evolution, but as I was saying on the stream yesterday, I gotta wonder if the Evos are going to start slowing down just a little bit, right? Evos over the last week, 2 weeks of Ultimate Scream, and then into this primetime promo have really kicked up, right? Of course, we had one of the biggest Evos of the year, El Capitan, this last Friday, giving Finesse Plus. I'm not saying Evos are going to be bad now, but we can see what's happened, right? SBCs went from like really crazy with Alba, Busquets, Pogba, kind of downhill a little bit now, and Evos kind of took their place with the hype. I wonder if we're going to see a turnaround back the other way, if the scales are going to tip to the other side, and if SBCs are going to start to cook again. So we'll just have to watch out for that. Again, the Spooky Striker Evo is expiring today. I'm probably going to end up putting my GOAT, Hani Mukhtar, a Rush legend from the stream, in that Evo. Maybe going to give him a bit of a passing boost before doing that. I've just been waiting to see if there's any potential chains that I could do with some of the Evos. That's why I don't get them done straight away. But other than that, today on Wednesday, probably not a whole lot else. It's, of course, the day before division rivals rewards, and we could see a bit of a market rise in spots today. Like I picked up Bonnie, like I said, for 162 or 160,000 coins. Picked up a couple of Javi Simons here. Just going to chance it on those cards. One thing I will say I noticed yesterday as well is some huge price drops on center backs. That's why I ended up picking up a Desai and a Rio Ferdinand. Could have been because of the same thing we mentioned earlier, the pro players selling off a lot of those expensive cards. Lucio was under 700K, and he was like 950 on the weekend, at least over 900K, and now he's under, or was under 700,000. So that's really crazy. We'll see how the market does today. If you're feeling a little skeptical, just focus on cheaper cards. This Rodrigo yesterday was 54,000 coins. He went back up to about 63, 64K. You can still make coins in this market. Just focus on heroes, icons, and out-of-pack special players that are lower budget. This Gervinho is a great card to trade with, between 130 and like 147, 145,000 coins. Just calculating your tax, and you'll be able to make some coins off of that with some short-term quick flips, or get those informs listed or get that fodder bought before the big SBCs, specifically the icon pack, but we'll see what else start coming out in the next couple of days. So that's going to be the video for me today, guys. I will catch you in the stream today. I'll be looking at all the leaks for this Festival of Football Captains promo. Still super interesting to know who the match day icon player pick is going to be, who the showdowns could be for this, and a whole lot more. But I like the vibe of the promo. I just want to see how it's delivered, but it's still kind of funny. It feels like EA gave up on your way for prime time because it's kind of been stinking. We'll see though, guys. Be in the stream today. We'll be here on YouTube, or of course live on Twitch as well. If you like this video, drop a thumbs up on it, comment below if you have any questions, and subscribe if you're new. And I'll see you guys in video tomorrow in a stream today. It's been Happy Wednesday. Peace out.